The corny ass influencers with their tacky ass exotic cars have been exposed. We all know how much I love an orange Bugatti, but it's so funny to me that these guys still think that cars like this and like these exotic cars are impressive. These guys can claim all day that they're buying exotic cars for themselves, but we know the second they get a chance, they're posting it on the gram, flexing to women, sending it to their friends because they want to be seen. They've never had it before and they want to make it seem like they have all this money. The biggest flexer you know, the guy you know who's always flexing cars on the gram, designer shit, probably doesn't have that much. And today we are going to expose them. But before we do, please make sure to like this video, subscribe, and follow me on all my socials. Okay, so not long ago we talked about Vincent Fisher, and recently this corny ass dude bought like a Lamborghini or some shit. And shout out to Wes Watson for putting me onto this story, because without him, I would have never fell into the rabbit hole I did. Big fan of him. But anyways, Vincent Fisher started posting about how he was going to get rid of the car he bought us. And I was like,
what? How dare he? How dare he get rid of our car?
Boys, I'm not going to lie, this is going to sound ridiculous, but I might sell the SVJ. Now, business has been booming. Like, I don't know, I'll put a screenshot because I know people are, he's going broke, but I just don't drive it. You know what I mean? Like, I drive it twice a month. I don't fit in it. I pretty much bought it for you guys. But what do you guys think, right? If you're hung up on the SVJ, you want me to keep it. I'm not worried about keeping it, but it does feel like a waste. And I think we got a really good offer on it. But you guys let me know. What do you think? Yo, so boys, I think we might have just sold the SVJ. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I wasn't driving it much, right? Like, I felt like it was becoming too attainable at the same time. Now, if this deal pulls through, I might be the only 22-year-old in the world that has a $3 million plus hypercar. Now, I'm gonna give you guys a hint. There's less than 100 of these made in the world. It's over 3 million. Let me know what your guesses might be.
I just want to know what dumbasses are actually following him that believe this shit. Because you just know, like, there's some guy out there, or, you know, some kid that's believing all of this and like super invested at the edge of his seat being like,
oh, he's selling his car. What are we getting next?
Well, it turns out all of these dudes are buying their cars from the same dealership, Carrio Motorsports. And I mean all of these fucking guys are getting their cars from the same exact place. And they do the whole clown show with like the black sheet, the bow, the confetti flies around. It looks like a goddamn pride parade. We've got Yados buying a car from them.
Guys, Don Yados is back again in tremendous fashion as per usual.
My God, these guys are so corny. We've got Vincent Fisher buying several cars from them.
Got my boy Vincent Fisher here. This is probably the 4th or 5th car we've bought him in the last year. Guy's 22. He's definitely the youngest in the world with a hypercar. There's no doubt about that. And yeah, he just snapped. He just bought a 3-point-something million car. I'll let you guys find out how much he paid for this thing. One of 63. You're not going to see another one out there. I don't even know another person that owns a car like this. You see a lot of guys with Bugattis, even Koenigsegg's, but you'll never see another person with this car. So my guy just snapped. Lamborghini Sion, one of 63. This is paint. This is not a wrap. The paint alone is $150,000. Just check this thing out. Looks like something out of a movie. Again, you'll never see a car like this. This, in my opinion, is more exclusive than all the Bugattis you see and everything like that.
Oh my God, you guys, this is so funny. I just had to show this to you. So this just proves it is so corny. Originally, the sheet got pulled off the car by somebody that works there in front of Vincent, but then they literally put the sheet back on at some point just so he could do another video of him ripping it off. How corny is that? I would love to see how this went down. Like, dude, let's put the blanket back on so I can do a video ripping it off. Like, you guys are grown men. This is something a child would do. Everything is just a flex for the gram, and it is so sad.
Ashton Hall.
Welcome back to Carrio Motorcars. Today I have a big one, but not bigger than the man himself. Ashton, come on in here. Congratulations, my brother.
Thank you, bro.
So goofy. I didn't realize how short he was. He actually might even be shorter than Wes. But take a look at that full leather getup. I told you it was like a fucking pride parade. Eric Crutchfield even gets his cars from them. I mean, you guys get it. All these little influencer boys, oh, I'm sorry, I mean alphas, all get their cars from the same dealership. And of course, we've got Wes Watson in there with his tight ass white leggings. Not only has he gotten several cars there, including the ugly ass orange Bugatti, but he's also in a photo on their page. So I was very surprised, not really, when I saw a video of a creator named King Tick calling out this dealership. It was like, no way.
Dealership is known for selling bullcrap. Like, check out their reviews. You got people buying cars that was in accidents, engines being blown up, the whole 9 yards. It's more obvious than ever. If you have to buy a car from this dealership and you're not buying cars from any other dealership, it's because you're broke. No other bank will approve you. Honestly, I stand against all of that. The whole reason I even created my business was to go against dealers just like this guy. But at the end of the day, just because he offered high interest rates, nice cars, and willing to accept anybody, people keep buying.
I mean, we all remember the body cam footage of Wes getting pulled over and he was getting in trouble from the cop for the wrong VIN or some shit, or not having the correct paperwork for the car, and he blamed on the dealership.
Sir. Sir, how are you? Yes, sir.
Good. Sorry to bother you. I apologize. So he just didn't have the plate on the back, but the plate is there.
Sir, listen. You're not gonna run this down to me, all right? Just because you did bad business with your client, all right? The vehicle is not registered. Simple as that. It's not registered. That temp tag did not come back to anything, okay? It's been expired since February, all right? And secondly, I ran the VIN, and the only thing that VIN of that vehicle comes back. So let's be honest, if you're a business person, be an honest person to your client, and that's as simple as that plate does not come back to anything. The only thing that comes back to that VIN of that vehicle is, and it only has the description of the vehicle. It doesn't come back to your client, it doesn't come back to Watson, it doesn't come back to your dealership, it doesn't come back to you, it doesn't come back to anything.
Can I just talk for 1 second, sir?
Yes.
The plate that I sent you a picture of in Ohio doesn't go back to that car, is that what you're saying?
The VIN?
The VIN? Never put on the car.
That's fine, but that plate does not belong to that vehicle because it only comes back and it shows with no tag, and it only shows the make model of the vehicle. So whatever you guys decided to do within 20 seconds to make your client feel good or whatever, that's different. But
it's not 20 seconds. Do you want me to pull a report from the DMV system to all the 52 states?
Sir,
I can pull a report from the DMV.
Sir, it doesn't come back. I ran the VIN of that vehicle through all 50 states, and nothing came back.
But I'm saying, do you want me to pull a report?
I don't need your computer system is not criminal justice database of tag agencies and everything. I'm running the VIN myself because I'm a cop and I'm able to do so, right? And nothing comes up. So you can show me all the proof in the world until it's put in paper and it's certified, notarized, whatever the case may be, then it's legitimate. But I'm not even taking any of your word for anything because I don't know who you are.
I'm not asking you to take my word. I'm sure there's been some yelling and stuff over there.
Can I roll the windows up in it? Yeah, you can roll it up. He's getting promised to appear. You should have just given him what he deserved at the moment that he bought your vehicle. That's it.
Sir,
all right, sir. Have a nice day. All right, sir. I'm not talking to that guy anymore.
Now, like I said before, I don't know jack shit about cars. Luckily, I had no issues when I bought my car. I did as much research as I could, and then I sent as much information as I could to a few friends that knew a lot about cars and just went in there and hoped for the best. And I will say I'm very happy with my purchase. I got lucky because I don't know anything about cars. But what I do know about is I know how to look up reviews. And when I looked up this Carrio place, not only did they have 2 stars, but the reviews were crazy. Like this one that says, beware of this dealership. It's a scam. They lie about everything they say. They Photoshop the picture to show the car is in perfect condition when it's not. They sold me a car showing the car having no dents or damage or any issues. When they shipped the car, it took over 2 weeks by the time I got it when it was supposed to take 4 days. When I received it, it was in the worst condition, nothing like the pictures, and it was in an accident, although they claimed it was not. The other part was that they collected their money. It's been 3 months and I still have not received the title and I'm unable to register the car. The management is a complete joke and liars. They kept promising me they would take care of the issue, but nothing has happened. Every time I called, they give me the runaround and ignore the issue. I've never bought a car in my life and had this situation. The dealership should not be in business. They are a scam and dishonest. They are running their business illegally and not in the proper way. But they will be reported to all authorities to handle this issue because what they're doing is illegal. Not illegal! Then another one. Company is a scam. Car Cars are not inspected and sold in the worst shape. Do your research and trust the negative reviews. The positive reviews are internal. We were sold a lemon, which I heard a lot while researching this, and was told the car was in good shape. Everything about the car was horrible, and do not purchase or ship anything with them. They are the definition of fake used car salesmen that lie just to make $1. The truck we bought and had shipped to us was barely running and needed a lot of work inside and outside. Different story was told to us over the phone. I would have left 0 stars if possible. I mean, all these reviews, there are tons and tons of negative reviews. They have 2 stars, and all of these reviews are claiming that this is the worst dealership. They're scammers. They lied. Please do a pre-purchase inspection. These people will rip you off. And I didn't even read all of them because there were so many bad ones. I just picked 2 random ones to read to you guys. But then I came across one review that said something interesting. All it said was, Google Carrio Motorcars on YouTube. So what did I do? Guys, answer that. What did I do? I looked them up on YouTube, and oh my God, I was not ready. The amount of horror stories. This one guy said that he bought 3 cars from them. 3. In all 3, there was some sort of issue. I mean, why he wouldn't learn his lesson after the first 2 times is beyond me. But anyways, the car that he had given back to them that was having all these issues was on the showroom floor the next day.
I'm telling everybody, no, do not go to Carrio. They're going to take your money. And I'm going to tell you, I put some icing on the cake, right? So after 4 whole months of me not being able to drive my SVJ, I let them come get the car. They ain't take it. I let them come get the car because I was going to keep that motherfucker. You feel me? You probably want to cross that out. But I let them come get the car, right? 2 days later, it's back on the showroom floor, back on their website for sale. So whoever brought that car next, that blue SVJ, right, with the black and blue interior, it doesn't work. You're going to waste your money. They're not going to tell you it don't work because all they do is buy cars from the auction, do not maintenance them, and just put it up for sale for higher than what they spent at the auction. They do not fix their cars. And I'm going to upload something else, right? Look at these reviews they got, right? There's somewhere on the screen. All of these reviews are people that purchased cars from them in the past, and it's kind of my fault because I never looked at their reviews because 3 people referred me to them. And all 3 of those people, I understand. They work with them. They buy cars from them. They make money when they bring people to purchase cars from them. Mr. Jacob at Carrio Motors. Tony at Carrio Motors. Y'all acting like y'all selling some brand new cars, top of the line. They're lemons. All of your cars are lemons. And I promise you, everybody that purchased a car from you guys had issues with their car within the first 3 months. I had issues with my car in the first day.
And this other guy that almost got scammed into buying a completely different car than he was interested in.
Turns out that was all a scam. It wasn't even a Superleggera. It was a regular Gallardo. So I'm going to show you all this stuff. Here's a bunch of the phone calls.
And somehow, some way, you still think I'm doing the wrong thing? I don't understand how that makes any sense. I'm doing the right thing, and I actually just started working here. I just started running the store, and I'm focusing on doing the right thing. And this is already a case where...
You've got reviews specifically mentioning you by name for this entire year. How can you say you just started?
Yeah, correct. I started here for 1 year. That's
not just starting is like a month, dude. I mean, the story just keeps.
I just started running the store probably like a week or 2 ago. But yeah, I've been working in sales here for about a year.
So you're going to send me my money back. I just want to make sure that's happening, and you're unwilling.
That's going to happen.
Okay. Well, I want it back today by wire.
I'm going to see how the company sends their money back. I believe they're going to have to send you a check and send it to your home address.
You can either ACH me or wire me the money. If you do not, I will be on that plane and I will be there, and it's going to be ugly, man. You need to send me a wire immediately.
Sure, I would do my best, but I do not send the wires. That's not something I handle. So that's the owners that do that. That's not something that has nothing to do with.
Tell your owner he needs to send me a wire immediately.
Okay, I will inform them and see what they say. Okay, I can't guarantee anything.
All right. Well, I'm calling back in 15 minutes, and there better be a wire underway. Do you need my banking information?
Yes, sir. If you can send me the bank wiring information, everything that the account where it left the money from. So if they do accept, if they are willing to wire, then I have no problems with that. That's not.
You guys are a business. There's no reason you won't be doing a wire. You guys do this stuff all the time.
Per records, just to show you that we refunded the money. Obviously, they have their policies and their protocols. That's nothing that they change. So if that's something that they change and they're willing to change for you, I have no problem against it. But their policy is, they send the check back when it's any refunds or anything like that. So that's just the way that they do it.
Let me talk to your owner.
He's not in right now.
Okay, well then, what in the, man, dude, this is like getting worse and worse and worse.
I'm telling you, we can write you a check and we can mail it to your home, and I can send you a tracking number today.
You can send me a wire today.
Okay, let me get with them and let me see if that's going to be a possibility. I'm just telling you, we've never done that, so let me see if for some odd reason they're willing to change their policy and make it convenient for you. If they are, I have nothing against it. I will ask them.
All right, well, they need to do a wire. I'm not going to accept anything else other than a wire today.
Okay.
You're kidding me. Well, YouTube, there's 2 possibilities. Either they're running a scam or they just totally did a massive bullshit thing and bait and switch or something. I don't know. Anyway, so here's what happened. I called them to verify that the car was going to be ready to go and they got all the paperwork and everything was fine. And he's like, oh, I have some bad news. Something's wrong with the transmission of the car. We sent it to a mechanic on Thursday. You don't want this car, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, yo, I already bought plane tickets and hotel rooms. They're non-refundable. I'm out over $1,000 already. Plus you have my $5,000 deposit. He's like, well, we can use that towards this other car we have, this other Superleggera. And they're like, oh, we'll sell it to you at our cost. Right. Well, yeah, it turns out that is just a Gallardo. It's not a Superleggera at all. At this point, I'm just so frustrated. I'm like, you know what, give my money back. And now they're like, oh, we're going to mail you a check. No, they're going to send me a wire today. Unbelievable. This is Carrio, Carrio Motorcars in Fort Lauderdale. Just so you guys know, so you probably don't want to deal with them in the future. They're being really dishonest. No matter what, they're definitely dishonest because I actually had Adam call them and ask about the Gallardo and they said it's sold. So no dealership, if they're dealing with the car, even if it's broken, it's going to say it's sold. They're going to say, hey, you know, we're working on the car or whatever. It's not available for some reason. They're not going to say it's sold. So, and then the guy's like, oh, I've only been working here a short period of time. No, he's been there over a year. I looked at the reviews. They specifically mentioned that guy by names. This is going to be ugly. So we'll see what happens. I might have to fly out there just to get up in their shit.
There's just so many videos here on YouTube of people sharing their experiences. My mind was blown. I just could not even watch all of them because there were so many. So Carrio Motorcars at the very least is very shady.
And I came here to try to settle my case after I got scammed and they refused to help out. So I just want to be clear about what happened. They refused to help me out. This is where I came. This is the type of vehicles they sell, but 90% of them are lemon. They just showcase cars. And the owner refused to speak or settle. You see how to get the name? So you guys see this is Carrio Motors. In Hollywood, Florida. Here's the address.
And it just gets worse from here because I read somewhere online that they were involved in a lawsuit. But there were several lawsuits. Everything from fraud, shady financing, dragged into a bankruptcy, accused of breaking contracts, even another luxury dealership is in court with them too. These are just the ones I could find. Obviously, I'm not a lawyer. So if any of you guys are lawyers or know any that want to look this up and do a little bit more research, please let me know. I don't want to spread any misinformation out there. I just know that they are getting sued up the ass. There are also 34 complaints on the BBB in the last 3 years. I mean, at this point, I would be embarrassed to buy a car from them at all, and I especially wouldn't post about it. So I know we are all wondering what's going on with Wes and all his cars. Is he renting them? Is there some kind of like shady, fraudulent business? Well, I think now we have our answer. And I'm just sitting there and I'm thinking like, all of this just to flex and act like you have more than you actually do? That is literally, to me, that is the definition of corny as hell. So corny. Now it makes so much sense why he gets so mad when people put down his car or say that his car doesn't impress them, because he has wrapped up everything in this car. His whole identity, his whole personality, he has become one with this car. Without it, he's nothing. He uses that car for everything, to get attention in the streets, attention online, attention from women. He literally uses his cars to pull women. How pathetic is that? Just listen to what he says here.
How would I pull a chick?
Talk to people.
How would I pull a chick? I'd say you're fucking bad. Let me take you out to dinner. I used to go like this. I'd go like this. I'd see a hot chick, and I'd say the restaurant that I want to go to. I'd give him like 2 restaurants. I'd be like, I would be like Novikov. What's that? Carbone or something else?
Yeah, I looked at what's the
most
most expensive
Carbone,
restaurants in
and then I'd be
Miami.
like Bugatti, Phantom, or Lambo. And I'd be like Bugatti. I said, okay, Carbone, Bugatti. I'll be there in 30 minutes. I don't know if I can be ready in 30 minutes. You better be ready in 30 minutes.
How to get you? That wouldn't impress me.
Why not? It's a Bugatti.
That would not.
You gotta act like it impressed you, though.
It's impressive, but that doesn't make him who he is. The reason why
It doesn't make him who he is, but it shows like the type of person he is. She watched my videos online and watched my shit.
Oh, of course. Once a girl like talks to you, they look into all that. But it's just like it doesn't make him who he is, but it just shows like like the type of person he is. If anything, it's just like he's a very hardworking guy. Obviously, if he has all his stuff, so if anything that goes longer than
The problem with a lot of shit is, like, a lot of people downgrade the amount of money that people make. Stop fucking doing that. If you can't even make 20 grand a month, shut the fuck up, okay? These people are making 2 million a month, okay? This place right here is 45,000. That Bugatti is 65,000. The other car is 10,000. That one's paid for. I mean, if you are not even on the scope of making money, please don't talk about money and say it doesn't impress you, because we know it does and you're bullshitting. Like, there's no way if you made that much money, you wouldn't be like, oh, I'm the biggest shit. And that's why you'll never make that much money, because you downgrade other people's success, straight up.
So if he's passive aggressively talking about me downgrading
No, I'm
or
not
whatever,
talking about
that's
you
not.
do that.
I think
Passive aggressive.
I think it's amazing that cars and all that stuff. But for me personally, my values are not with what somebody has and what I
No,
like
I'm just
about
saying,
them.
to downgrade people's money, you should always at least say, the thing is everyone downgrades people's money so bad. It's like you're not even on the scope of making that much. Okay. Don't talk bad about the money.
Any normal man would not react this way hearing that a car doesn't impress a girl. In fact, most guys would actually appreciate it because it means that you actually value the guy for who they are and not for what they drive. Hello? But since Wes has his entire identity wrapped up in his car, especially that ugly ass Bugatti, when he hears somebody say that cars are not impressive or cars don't impress them, he takes it personally, as if the person said that he isn't impressive. His whole personality, his whole being has become one with this car. This isn't normal. It's not normal to get this fired up over hearing a girl saying that cars don't impress them. It's sad, but that's literally all he is now. As we know, he's not attractive. He's short, or at least he thinks he is. He's quite small, allegedly. He has an awful personality. He's not funny. I mean, he's unintentionally funny because of how corny he is, but he's not trying to be funny. He doesn't actually have a good personality. So his game is his car. That's literally the only game he has now. He has nothing else to work with. Anyways, moral of the story here is do not believe everything you see online. Not all that glitters is gold. Not all that sparkles is shiny, something like that. What I'm trying to say is the next time you see one of these lame ass losers online flexing their cars or trying to act rich, trying to act successful, pretending that they have all this money, do not compare yourself, because for all you know, they could be getting fucked over by one of these dealerships. And every single penny they own could be going into this car just to keep up appearances and the image of success, which is so fucking pathetic. And in reality, they are most likely struggling, because if they weren't, then they wouldn't be going to one of these shady ass dealerships to begin with. Find value in your life and happiness in yourself outside of material things, because it's a sad, pathetic life when your whole identity and happiness is wrapped up in material possessions and fake luxury. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care.